So today is May 27th, 2020, and a couple of days ago I publicly stated my goal to run some ultra races, specifically a 50K first, which I've said would happen in the next, not in the next, but at the end of 30 days, and a 100K that I would run approximately 60 days after the 50K, and then a 100 miler, which would take place, I believe I said 90 days after the 60K. So it'd be 90 to 100. Essentially, I like the math of a day per mile for the races in training. So regardless, that means that I would have run a 50K, 100K, and a 100 miler before the year ends. And I don't know, it's just something that I eating at me to try and achieve a little bit, right? So I got on social media, Instagram, Facebook, because if you don't post it, it really didn't happen in the first place. So got on there and posted these goals and said it has been written, so we're gonna get it done. Then I started reading. I probably should have done that first. Started reading about training plans for a 100K, and it mentioned having to really invest a lot of time. I got a full-time job, I got a side job, and I got a family. I have goals and self-expectations and all of those already. So I'm busy. I'm pretty busy. But this goal for ultra is a lot, is unrelated to all of that. No, it's actually directly related, but not in any way that you could put your hands on per se. This goal for ultra, it's really not even about ultra. It's about seeing what I can become in the process. About 10 months ago, had some things I was processing in my head and just in life, and at the same time I found myself preparing for the Peachtree Road Race, just a 10K. But I was running with a chip on my shoulder, and although that was an external force, so to speak, I was pushing it a lot further than I realized that I could. And, you know, when I wasn't in my head, it felt good. It felt good for my body to be sweating out toxins every day. Felt good. I felt the oxygen flowing through my my brain and my blood vessels. It just felt good. Um, and then I also again started researching ultra athletes, and they spoke my language. They spoke my language. The resilience that they spoke of, I understood. A lot of times it felt like stuff I had told myself before. It felt like something that I had felt and just couldn't articulate before. Um, Anyway you cut it, it was my language. Um, Completely debunked the marathon plans I was looking at. Because before the Peachtree Road Race, I was like, you know what? Let me train for a half marathon. What does that training plan look like? And I would go pick up a runner's magazine, and runner's magazine would say run 5 miles, run 6 miles, do a long run at 12, and then rest a day. These ultra athletes were sitting there talking about being on a 2,000-day running streak. They've run every day for years. Maybe it was a light day and they actually got on a bike or something. Or like walk around the park. I don't care. But whatever. I'll take it with a grain of salt. But I choose to believe it for what I want out of myself. And they're on running streaks that have been years long. No breaks. No breaks. Maybe light days, but no breaks. I like that. All gas, no brakes. That inspired me. That inspired me, and without a doubt, I was like, "That's something that I want." As long as I can remember, like I always tell people how much I dislike school. I didn't dislike school for any reason other than the fact that they told me which grade I had to go to next. And me personally, like, no. If I want to go to 4th grade after 2nd, I should be able to do that. Hey, call it what it is. But that's a bit how I'm wired. So ultra sounded like the way to go. I've always had this thought of, you know, how much am I? You know, how strong am I? How reliable am I? You know, what does it take to be quote unquote a badass, like David Goggins would say or something? I've always asked myself that question a little bit, and I've always sold myself on my own hype, but I don't know that I've ever tested it. I felt like Ultra was a way to test it. Ultra was a way to test it, or is a way to test it. When people ask me, why do you want to run that? Why do you want to try? And to be honest, I want to know what my breaking point is. I think that's the easiest way for me to articulate it. I want to know what it feels like. I want to know that I can overcome it. And then I want to know what it really is. When I had that chip on my shoulder, it was more. It was still the same answer, but it was more from a place of self-destruction. Today it's me trying to let go of the person that I am, to become the person that I could be, that I really want to be deep inside. Even without ultra, running does that. When my runs are 2 hours, it requires me to get to bed on time. It requires me to prepare for the next day. It requires me to consider my nutrition. It requires me to schedule time with my kids and make sure that I don't miss it. Makes me more considerate and okay, am I going to read them a book tonight or not? Well, I might have to run tomorrow night, so just make sure you get that book in, the whole thing. But this being my first video of documenting the process, I've run about 21 miles in 3 days, maybe. Did some high intensity training. I'm tired based on my everyday life as well as running. It's already 11 o'clock, past my bedtime if I was planning on running in the morning. But it's raining all week, so we'll see how I'm able to make that up. But one of my favorite questions or quotes is the best you can do really all that you can do? Is the best that you can do really all that you can do? I know for myself the answer is no. And I'm hungry to become more than I am. That can be done in a lot of ways, but for me in my build, and I think to push my physical limits is certainly the best way for myself. For the record, I'm terrified of this goal. Again, after reading more about ultra athletes training for things, it dawned on me. Got a boogie. Oh, this itchy. Nose itchy. It dawned on me what I was asking of myself, and I questioned, how do I fit that in my day currently? 3 days in and I still have no rhythm. I'm tired as shit. I had to sleep in my truck at work today for 30 minutes just to get a little boost. I'm scared. Like, what if I don't make this goal, this first one, just the first one? 31 miles. It's 50K, 31 miles. Follow people on Facebook. Everybody's doing their virtual 50Ks. One woman took 10 hours. Like, fuck. Another woman took 5 hours. I'm like, I want it, but I don't fucking want to be out there for more than 6 hours, 5 hours. The irony of it, right? It's like, 6 hours, I can take my time a little bit. But fuck, I don't want to be on my feet for 6 hours running. Close to the finish line, thinking, am I going to make it kind of thing. I want to be done. But am I going to make it? Usually when I get nervous like that, it's my fight or flight, which is all fight. I train harder, I push harder, I try a little bit more. I don't know, but video 1 of Road to 100. Not sure what I'm going to call this series yet, but I did name the first 50K the Lil Baby Ultra 50K. Lil Baby is an Atlanta trap rapper, trap style, gangster. I don't know what you call it, shit, whatever. It's rap music, and it's been my go-to playlist while running. My go-to playlist. So yeah, because a 50K is the beginning of the ultra life, so to speak. Some people like to refer to it, like a little ultra or a baby ultra. So it's my go-to playlist, as well as the fact that it's a baby ultra, Lil Baby Ultra 50K. That's what this one is. I'm completely terrified of this commitment, but you're gonna push. Already being tired because of my daily life. I'm a bit worried, but we're gonna push it. I'll do another video tomorrow probably on what I'm doing as far as maintenance and nutrition. There's so many levels to this that have to be considered. But that's that. Thanks.